And what did you think of those CompuBox? Interesting numbers.
Well, yeah, they both landed the same amount of punches, but of course the volume of punches was thrown by Barkley, which interprets into him missing more punches than Hearns. Hearns being a little bit more thrifty with his punching.
We're now into the 8th round. Many thought it would not last this long. And one interesting bit of trivia, Hearns has never lost a decision in his career, Joe.
That's an interesting point. Both corners saying that the other person in the opposite corner are both tired. So and another thing that was that Hearns was being chastised for was fighting this inside fight and staying on the ropes. His corner wants him to use the middle of the ring, use his jab and right hand, and he's not doing it.
Really good left to the belly from Barkley. Barkley continues to be the more active puncher. CompuBox continues to tell us that the same number of punches are landing, though. Hearns connected with the right, missed with the left.
Barkley trying to come out of that crouch with a winging left hook, trying to catch Hearns in the middle of a punch or just finishing with one.
Hearns again seems to look better when, for those rare times he can back off and get some breathing room. He looks a lot better. Why doesn't he do it more often?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's hard to get Barkley off you, number one. Number two, give Barkley a lot of credit for making Hearns miss those punches. He's got a lot better head movement than he did a few years ago.
Barkley connected with the looping, glancing right, and the uppercut from Barkley. Both fighters breathing a bit heavier here with a minute to go in the 8th round.
Both of them wishing Mills Lane would have taken a little bit longer to break that clinch. I'm surprised Tommy Hearns isn't shooting that short right hand over the top when he steps around Barkley there. He set him up with a couple jabs and didn't pull the trigger on the right hand.
Both look a bit tired here in the latter stages of round 8.
There it was. That was the right hand I was talking about.
Barkley tries to work Hearns to the body. Inside of 30 seconds to go in the round. A bit more wide open here.
Well, Mills Lane was screened out as he was behind Tommy Hearns, and Barkley threw another low blow.
Barkley continues to bear in there with the head first. And Hearns trying to fire, missing some of them. And this will go to a 9th round. The other man is tired. I sensed Hearns' corner a little bit more desperate there, saying you have to keep your title.
But look at Tommy Hearns' nose. I mean, it really wasn't great looking before the fight, but right now it really looks very swollen. And that can't be too comfortable for him, and it may affect his breathing.
We're in the 9th round now. WBA Light Heavyweight Championship fight scheduled for 12. The crowd chanting for Tommy Hearns. Trying to urge on their man. Perhaps they suspect what we do, that Barkley is ahead. He scored the only knockdown in the fight, that in the 4th round off a left hook. Trying to open things up in the middle. His corner told him that Barkley is tired. And both men were certainly more tired in that 8th round. Hearns dances away with a minute gone in the 9th. Barkley with another swing and a miss, and another one.
Round after round, really the same replay, round after round. Barkley working Hearns over on the ropes. Hearns looking to come out with a flash of combinations, and this has really been a replay of every round.
Hearns with some strong body blows.
mistaken, Barkley landed a nice left hook that Hearns absorbed very well there.
He had 3 straight strong body shots, Hearns did. And now Barkley landed. Another left from Iran. And there's some blood on Barkley's arm.
Well, that's coming out of Tommy Hearns' nose, and it almost looks like it's either spread up to the eye or he's bleeding out of the eye, one of the two. Now, I wouldn't be surprised because they've been butting heads, shoulders and elbows in here, and a lot of fists.
Absolutely. From the beginning, it looked like the heads coming together might be a problem.
And now the mouth, as well as Iran Barkley's, the mouth of Tommy Hearns is really open, and I see blood coming out of it.
Oh, and Hearns came back with a right.
Bounced off the ropes with a beautiful short right hand.
Inside of 10 seconds remaining in this 9th round. Right above us here, ringside.
Those right hands are just too far and few between for Tommy Hearns here, and Iran Barkley's really taking the play away in this round.
Here we go for the 10th round. And Hearns with the blood all over his trunks from his nose.
Eddie Mustafa Muhammad was pointing to Iran Barkley over to Tommy Hearns, saying, look at him, he looks like a beaten man, go get him, you've got the fight. And indeed, it looks that way right now at this point. Tommy Hearns has a look of despair on his face at this point.
And the blood continuing to flow out of the nose of Thomas Hearns. Hearns said this would be payback, but thus far, Barkley may be doing it to Tommy Hearns once again. Barkley said he wanted to be the man to beat Hearns twice, the only one to do it. Well, so far it's looking pretty good for him.
That's right. Of course, you got to ask yourself why Hearns is.
And Hearns is staggered again by the ropes.
Still fighting back.
Hearns is trying to fight back, but Barkley got him again. Oh, here's Hearns with a good left hand. And another one. And Hearns with the right. And Barkley stays right there in front of him. Good action from Tommy Hearns. And Barkley with the left hook. And another more lefts from Barkley.
Barkley refusing to be intimidated or hurt by those left hooks. Came back with 3 counter left hooks of his own. And really putting some hard punches together. Both men are.
Tremendous back and forth action here late in the fight. Midway through the 10th round. Another good left hand from Barkley.
Threw a nice little short uppercut and then tried to hook off of it and really just missed the boat narrowly. Iran Barkley wore the face of an inside fighter coming into this fight, and Tommy Hearns is leaving this fight with the face of a guy that just fought on the inside.
Hearns content to go to the body, work from the ropes, hasn't altered his style very much throughout the entire 10 rounds. And now Hearns backside, and Barkley just grins at him.
Well, Barkley blocked those 2 shots, but
for the first time Barkley's up against the ropes, and Bill Lane walks in for a rare time to separate them.
Tommy Hearns got a heart as big as, you know, anything as Texas, because he really is throwing some vicious shots in this 10th round here.
As the 10th round wears down, it's been another good one. There's been some fight, Joe.
Well, really kind of an unpredictable fight. I don't think anybody really thought Hearns was going to fight on the inside, nor it would go 10 rounds.
Round. Who would have thunk that? Possible maximum of 12 here tonight.
CompuBox verifying Michael Katz's scorecard there. Hearns landing 38% compared to 25% of the punches for Barkley.
I think I'm right in line with Michael's scorecard as well. I agree with his analysis thus far.
Uh-oh. Well, that's just a little blood on Barkley's head. It looked like he was cut there for a minute. But Barkley, knowing maybe he lost that last round, is coming out and turning it on this round.
Yeah, there is blood on his head, but it's hard to tell where it's come from. He put his hand up there as well. Barkley
has thrown 833 punches compared to 529 through round 10.
I think Barkley has a cut there from the heads coming together so much as they have repeatedly throughout the fight. He's got a cut right on the top of his head.
That's why he grimaced and reached up for his head. I didn't know if it was blood from the nose of Hearns or a cut, but
you can see it there. Yep. The danger there is if it drips down into the eye. He has enough eye problems as it is.
That's right.
And Hearns connecting with first the right to the body, then the right hook to the head, midway through the 11th round. Hearns a bit stronger in the 10th and maybe marginally so here in the 11th.
Barkley started out nice, and Hearns is really coming on strong here.
And he's doing better in the middle of the ring, where he should have been earlier. And Barkley connects. And Hearns just drops his hands and reverse disdain. That blood off of Barkley's head has now been transferred over to Hearns' forehead.
As if Barkley was a scary looking enough, now with blood on his head. I mean, that's a vicious sight coming at you. And really came back strong in the middle of the round there when Hearns was flurrying. Both men are a little weary from those two exchanges they had because they threw a lot of punches, and this is round 11.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Hearns' nose problems weren't caused by a headbutt either, Jeff. Inside of 30 seconds remaining in the 11th. Hearns taking more punishment up against the ropes here in the latter stages of the 11th round. Hearns true to his word, boxing all night, but it's just not getting it done for him. And this fight will go to a final round. Wow. Look at the blood, and Hearns gave him quite a look. Let's listen to the corners.
You have to let your shit go. Be a real man, champ. Keep your ass off them ropes. You gotta let your shit go if you want to keep the title. You gotta rip for the last round. You gotta let that guy go. What you mean? Hey, jab, double jab, triple jab, count ball. You gotta count hands go. Let the jab say I'm counting. You gotta count. Make it happen, baby. Me and you, Iran. Me and you talk to me, Iran. Okay, talk to me. Okay, let's go to fuck the work. Okay. We talk too long. Too fucking far, baby. Push that monkey back. Hands up. Let's go to work. You the new champ, Iran. Let's go. Let's go, baby. You the new fucking champ. Okay, baby. Let me go ahead. Give me the mouthpiece. Don't let me go back this way. Hit to the back.
How would you like to have Eddie Mustafa Muhammad as your cheerleader? Wow.